nice. Marty, man. What do you think?
I don't think you want so much of the floor, except you'd rather have the black on top than the floor. Yeah, there you go. You want to see them. Yeah, that's so much better.
I think I should move it. And then, it's a nice what I mean? All the thumbs that go there. Well, that wasn't big. Yeah, that's right. All I know is sometimes I know. But I know it's so much fun. If you just want to move over there. Yeah.
Wrightstown, same class.
All right, thank you. Everybody can hear me out there, hopefully. Exciting day. This is our second inaugural Division III signing ceremony that we have. Some 4 very deserving athletes that got recruited, all right, had many different options of where they wanted to go play college athletics and chose their dreams and everything else. Big props out to the class of 2023, not only these 4, but I see Grant Delsart right here. Grant Delsart's going to play Division II golf at Newman University in Wichita, Kansas. Let's give Grant Grant wasn't supposed to be here today. He was supposed to be at the Brewer game, but just showed up anyways, right? We also had a signing ceremony for Madison Wilson in fall. She's going to play NAIA softball in Avila University in Kansas City, Missouri. All right, so we have her. And over the weekend, Marshall, I think I saw Marshall here. Marshall got an offer from NAIA Clark University in Iowa to play college basketball. So We'll see Marshall's got some decisions as well too. All right, so those are a couple things here. But this is a huge day, not only for these four, but also the parents behind them. It takes a small army, all right, to raise a kid, and even it takes a big army, all right, to get a kid to help them reach their dreams. All right, so not only was it the parents, school coaches, but a lot of these also club coaches, instructors, and all teachers. All right, because not only are these athletes, they are student athletes, very nice role models, and definitely are leaving our programs in a better place than when they came in there. So we're going to start off here. We have founded in 1866 as the first teacher preparatory institution in the state of Wisconsin, the University of Wisconsin-Platteville has a legacy of academic excellence that has helped thousands of students find their direct path to success. Today, UW-Platteville offers 40 academic programs designed to help every student succeed professionally and personally. UW-Platteville is getting 2 of our student athletes this year. Logan Peters for track and field, and Daniel Brooker for golf. The Pioneers are part of the Wisconsin Intercollegiate Athletic Conference, or you hear it as WIAC, which is known as one of the most competitive Division III NCAA conferences in the nation. Logan will join a track team of about 60 members. Their indoor season starts at the end of January and finishes up at the end of May with the NCAA Outdoor Nationals. This year, when I checked this morning, UW-Platteville is sending 6, which is a large number, of student athletes to the national championships in Rochester, New York. And hopefully in those next 4 or 5 years, you're going to be one of them. When I think of Logan, you just look at him, all right, and he's an athletic specimen. Big, strong, athletic, fast, but he's also, in my 18 years here, one of the kids that really, all right, did the best he can at working on his craft. All right, he's the most fundamentally sound track athlete in discus and whatever he needs to do. I know he's still kind of undecided of what he's doing. I know that the track and field coaches want him maybe to do discus. He's so talented, decathlon. They're talking about doing javelin in college. All right, but I know whatever Logan decides, he's going to put in the time and effort, and he's going to be the most technically sound at what he does. And I think that's going to give him a lot of credit. I know Logan on his weekends, all through fall and winter, pretty much it seemed like he was going to Madison for discus throwing clinics and everything else. And he also worked with a lot of other people. He was lucky he had his mom as coach. All right, she's a national award-winning athlete, Stevens Point herself too. Logan's current high school track and field coach had this to say about him. Logan has been involved in track and field for most of his life. He successfully competed in a number of track and field events, from sprints, long jumps, and throws in both AU and USA track and field during the summers from 2nd grade through 7th grade. Logan's dedication is a good portion of his off seasons from middle school on, and training with college coaches and former Olympian via the Madison Throws Club. He has a great work ethic, positive attitude, competitive spirit, willingness to help his teammates become better throwers, and ability to throw the discus over 160 feet. I presume these were all strong factors in his selection process for the coaches like him. At this time, Logan, do you have any thank yous that you'd like to say?
I would like to thank my parents, my friends, my teammates, and my coaches for bringing me so far in my life.
All right, thank you, Logan. Danielle Brooker joins a Pioneer Golf team of 14 members, where she will participate in 2 split seasons. They have a fall season that runs from September to October, and also a spring season that will commence from April to May. When I was looking up how the team did this year, they had 1 member receive WIAC All-Conference, and she is a senior. All right, so it looks like there's a roster and time to be part of that top 5 next year they can have. Just like track and field, in golf, they'll have a chance to compete for a national championship. Just like Logan, Danielle has worked a ton, all right? Not only track and field, or I should say golf, but Danielle probably could have participated in college in track and field, where she's been at state a couple times, and hopefully this year as well too. And also, you probably could have played Division III basketball as well too. That's a testament to the work that she puts in athletically. The one thing that probably impressed me the most with Danielle is just seeing her growth, all right, mentally and mental toughness as an athlete. She got thrown in the fire and as a freshman to do a lot of things, but just the cool and calmness that you have this senior year, all right, with your leadership in both the track team and golf team. I will not be surprised at all right, to see you really succeed. All right, keep it up, and I'm very proud of you. All right. The UW Platteville golf coach staff stated the following about Danielle. At the girls' state last season, we saw Danielle play a few holes. We were impressed by her length, swing, and demeanor. Her head coach characterized Danielle as a selfless teammate who loves golf. She is a well-rounded athlete who loves to compete. With that personality and skill set, we knew she would be a great fit at the University of Wisconsin-Platteville. She is capable of becoming an elite collegiate golfer with her work ethic and love for the game. We're extremely excited to get her on campus in fall, and she'll be a student athlete to keep an eye on. All right. Danielle, do you have some thank yous you want to say?
I just want to thank my parents, my brother, and my teammates, and all my friends, my coaches that helped me get here.
Augsburg University has maintained a strong academic reputation defined by excellence in the liberal arts and professional studies since 1869. A safe and welcoming campus in the heart of Minneapolis, Augsburg offers undergraduate and graduate degrees to nearly 3,200 diverse students. Augsburg is an NCAA Division III university that participates in the Minnesota Intercollegiate Athletic Conference, or known as the MEAC. The Augsburg wrestling program is nationally renowned and is always as one of the Division III NCAA best programs in the nation. They actually, this past season, won their 14th national championship. It is very, 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 very tough to even get a sniff of getting recruited to Augsburg. Augsburg, I would say, can really defeat a lot of NAIA and Division II programs. All right, and it's a very tough and very hard commitment, and that's a credit to Nick. Nick is a 3-sport athlete, and I kind of said it last night. Probably cut myself off short here. All right, but we're really lucky that Nick continued to play all 3 sports. He could have easily just wrestled. All right, but the leadership and the toughness, all right, that he brings on a daily basis, and his mental toughness, all right, really carried over to our soccer team. We had a pretty darn good soccer team this year, and it was all dedicated with Nick in the middle, all right, pounding people left and right. But one thing about Nick is he's not afraid of anybody, all right, and he never gets too excited or too mad. He's even keeled, all right. He's one of those things whenever he goes into a match, golf, wrestling, or soccer, you know you're going to get the best out of him, and he's going to do all the dirty work that's going to get everything done, and he's going to be able to play any role that you have. He participated in our last wrestling state championship team. Talking to Coach Verbatim, not that he came out of nowhere, but he kind of owned that 118 weight bracket division there, and he was really huge down the stretch, and he was huge for our program. I know a funny story is his junior year when they have the computer seating, which nobody really likes. I was a little upset that where he got seated, because a guy from Freedom that he beat numerous times was seated higher. All right, and Nick would have to wrestle the presumed state championship as a junior. And talking to Nick and coaches, and he's just like, I don't care, I'm gonna wrestle him anyways. Bring him on. All right, and he gave him his best match that we had, but that just describes Nick. So we're very lucky to have Nick here. The Augies, which is an awesome nickname, by the way, the Augies coaching staff had this to say about Nick. We knew Nick and the Alexander family were a great fit for our program and team culture the first time we met him in person and on campus visit last June. It was obvious that Nick was looking for a place where he could chase both his academic and wrestling goals, and that he valued being part of a great team and extended family. We loved that Nick played soccer and golf at Wrightstown in addition to wrestling, and is serious about his academics. With the resources and support that we offer here at Augsburg and Nick's work ethic, Nick is capable of winning a team an individual NCAA championship during his 4 years here. We can't wait to get Nick on campus full-time this fall. Nick, I know you're a man of few words, but do you have any thank yous you want to say?
I'd like to thank all my teammates for helping me all the way from kindergarten even, and my parents for sitting behind me and supporting me day in and day out, and friends and coaches.
Rockford University, formerly Rockford College, is a 4-year co-educational institution founded in 1847, offering undergraduate and graduate degrees in traditional liberal arts and professional fields. Located in Rockford, Illinois, which is just 90 miles northwest of Chicago, Rockford University has a total enrollment of 1,200 undergraduate and graduate students from 38 different states. Rockford University is an NCAA Division III university that competes in the Northern Athletics Collegiate Conference, which is the same conference as St. Norbert College and Lakeland University. They're very close to Wrightstown, so it's kind of nice. We'll be able to travel to see you play. Rockford University men's basketball team had an overall 13-11 record last year with an 8-8 record in conference. Keegan, I know of course, I've taught all you seniors in 8th grade and I was over here, and I was lucky enough to coach you 4 years in basketball as well too. One thing with Keegan is he has that love and that desire for basketball. And I think a beautiful thing about sports that which any person can find, any student, any adult, is finding that pastime, all right? That hobby that you can just use to settle yourself down and kind of get you through and have a purpose. And I think Keegan found that in basketball. All right, the school, all right, I could look on the cameras and Keegan will probably get here at 5:30 in the morning and you'll shoot until school time on a daily basis and whatnot. It's almost like you try to kick him out of the gym, all right, which could be one of those. But I know he put a lot of time and effort. I know with his mom as well too, playing AAU, all right, and really going off his game. I think he dedicated and looked not only for basketball, but this past year also getting into the weight room a little bit more too. We had to draw you a map where it was, but you found it, all right, and it started to help. All right, we got that, and I think the best days are clearly ahead of you. All right, you can flat out, you got a knack, and you got God gifted you with the blessed sport. All right, and do a lot of things. All right, really appreciate that. The Regents men's basketball coaching had this to say about Keegan. Keegan first came onto our radar when we saw him play AAU this summer, and then we saw him again at a showcase this fall. Keegan is a dedicated young man who has a strong desire to keep growing as a person and a basketball player. In our program at RU, we value high character individuals and those who want to continuously grow. Keegan checks both of those boxes for us. Keegan's high-level shooting ability has excited us from the first time we saw him play. He has the ability to impact our program for years to come, being a big, versatile guard that can play multiple positions along with his shooting ability. We are extremely excited to have Keegan coming to Rockford University to join our basketball program. Go Regents. Keegan, another man of few words. Do you have anything to say?
I'd like to thank my coaches and my friends, my mom for helping me through tough times and pushing me to do what I do. And I'd like to thank Biggie for being there on my first campus visit to other colleges and helping me decide to go with Rockford.
All right, just little words of advice from little old me here, going back to my college athletic days as well too. College athletics it's a different program. All right, it's like a job. All right, you're going to have your good days and you're going to have some bad days. All right, but what you can do is fall back on those habits that you created, and you just need to keep on working and busting and win every day. All right, if you do that, you're going to outlast others. All right, you're going to be successful. Really appreciate that. So at this time, you all got some paper in front of you. Now you can sign your lives away for the next 4 or 5 years. Let's give them all another round of applause. And again, to finish up, I see a lot of our coaches are in attendance here. I want to thank those. Coaching high school athletics is not a 3-month job anymore. All all right, it's a 12-month job, all right? And it's not just coaching X's and O's, all right? It's coaching that total body, all right? And I know all of our coaches, the best thing I can say about our coaches is that they care deeply about the individual and the person, all right? And I know that they poured all their love and energy not only into these guys, but also people coming up and other athletes, and really appreciate that, and it's a credit to you guys as well too. All right, hopefully we'll have many more of these, all right, and the tradition will keep on going on. All right, thank you very much, and go Tigers.